Hey everyone, Marathon Hurley here, back with some more Final Fantasy. Last time we picked up a lot of treasures and began exploring the Cavern of Earth. Off screen, I took a nap, so hopefully I'll be a little bit more aware of what's going on today, and I also backtracked my way out of the Cavern of Earth. So before we go back to take on Lich, there are a few places that I want to quickly visit now that we have the Star Ruby. So the first place that we're going to want to go is to the west of here, but we need to go a little bit north before we can reach that point. I am a little bit low on health, so I'm hoping I won't need to heal too much. And by health, I meant in MP. I'm a little bit low on MP, so hopefully I won't need to do too much healing. Now let's see how far I am away from the spot I want to hit. So it's right there, so we're not too far away, thankfully. I will say this high encounter rate is not the most fun thing in the world, though, if I'm just being honest here. Anyway, where I want to go now that we're in the Giant's Cave is... what I want to do is talk to this guy. I do have a Star Ruby. Do you want the Star Ruby? Okay, I'll give you the Star Ruby. So yeah, so now he'll let us pass. Wait, you ate it? Really? Okay, sure. Anyway. So now we're going to follow him, eventually. Once I actually get control of my character again. There we go. Yeah, these freaking warg wolves are pretty annoying. They don't really do that much damage, but for some reason, it's really hard to run away from them. Or at least I've been having bad luck running away from them. Alright, anyway, this is the room I wanted. I can get some good treasures. No, not good treasures, but we get some treasure for coming here. We get a mithril helm. I don't think anyone can equip that, though, unfortunately. So it'll be good to sell, I guess. And we get about $1,000 worth of gil. Nothing great, but whatever. Alright, so now what I want to do, having picked up those items, is we want to head north. More warg wolves. And of course it took me 2 turns to run away from them, because, of course, so much fun. Anyway, now what we want to do is head down to this spot, bottom of the map there. Not into the cave, into the world map there. So, alright, gonna head east, I suppose, since we can't get around the mountain that way. And then our destination's right there. I swear, when I can finally start leveling up, I'm going to come and destroy as many warg wolves as I possibly can. Jeez, those guys are annoying. And it's not even that they hit that hard, but you're just... It's like, literally you cannot see... I can't seem to avoid running into encounters with them. Now, there's nothing in here, so I think what I'm looking for is further to the left there. Or, yeah. But yeah, they don't even do that much damage to you. They just hit so freaking hard. Or that. They just keep attacking me. That's the issue. Anyway. Yeah, so this guy's going to tell us about that. And this is how we get further into the Cavern of Earth. So you couldn't do this unless you came here, I'm pretty sure. I think you need to get the Earth Rod in order to be able to continue in the Cavern of Earth. So, there you go. Can I use your bed, maybe? Huh? Huh? No? Can you let me rest here? Nope, that's all you got? Restore the crystals to grace? That's kind of like their way of saying, you know, screw off. Like, once they're done talking to you, like, alright, I'm done. Restore the crystals to grace. Okay, bye. Go away. But anyway, yeah, the warg wolves, they don't hit hard. It's just that they always seem to get all their turns in before I'm able to try to run away. And it always takes at least 2 turns for me to actually run away, which is annoying. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is, instead of showing you all of my backtracking and all the random encounters that I'm going to run into on the way, I'm actually just going to go all the way back to Melmond myself, heal up, then I'm going to go back to the Cavern of Earth, and then I will meet you where I fought the vampire. Okay, I'm back. We are in the room where we fought the vampire before, and now we are ready to continue on in our quest here in the Cavern of Earth. And this is where I believe we need to put the Earth Rod. And indeed it is, and look what happens. We reveal a set of stairs. Now, at this point, once again, I'm going to be making lots of backup save files as I go along. I've been getting pretty lucky, although at one point I did get ambushed by a group of Pisco demons again, and they just annihilated me. So now that we're on the last 2 floors, you know, I want to be especially careful as we begin to approach Lich. So from here, what we want to do is we want to head north. Now there are some treasures that we can get further to the north from here, so I want to pick those up first. And hopefully I can get those without dying. If I get destroyed too many times, I might have to reconsider, but so far things seem to be going okay. Now let's see. So we have 5 treasures here. I want to approach these treasures from the middle. If you go into the front, from either you will run into a forced encounter, although you can run from them, but you know, why even bother taking that risk, right? Like, just don't even do it. Alright, so now for the other chest on the left, the bottom chest there has a forced encounter. Well, let's get the bad out the way. The chest there has a forced encounter from the right, and okay, so unfortunately we can't avoid the we can't avoid one forced encounter. So there's going to be a forced encounter in between these 2 chests. So I'm going to have to try to run from that, and then we'll go from there. Okay, that did not go particularly well. As you can see, I took quite a bit of damage there, but everyone is kind of kicking. I'm going to use some potions on screen here real quick to heal up a little bit after that one. Yeah, that should be sufficient, I think. But for running away like a coward from that battle, I get a lot of gil. So, hey, all's well that ends well, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and make another backup save file. Sorry about this. I'm probably going to say this about 5 times an episode, and I'm going to say I apologize, but has to be done, unfortunately. I really have to say, I feel like there's almost a karma in this game. As soon as I apologize about saving a game, something happens and I have to reset, and then I no longer feel guilty about it. In that case, I ran into yet another fun group of Pisco demons. They proceeded to destroy me in about 1 turn, and I had to reset. So, yet again, that is why you save your game often. But from here, where I want to go now is back to where we kind of started there, and instead of going south back to the exit, we want to go west and then south. Now this place is a bit of a maze and it's easy to get lost, so you gotta be careful. And that was a rather odd encounter there. Ran into a bunch of what are they called? Goblin guards and other pretty weak enemies there. Now I think at this point I want to head south, maybe. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake here. And then I want to head west. And then I want to head west again. Then west again. And then hopefully soon I'll have a path north. Good. And as always, gonna make a quick save file here. Not the most riveting gameplay footage, I know, but those Pisco demons seem to lurk around every corner. Although I'm starting to wonder now, every time I save the game on screen, maybe that's like a curse I'm putting on myself where I'm going to run into Pisco demons. Yep, it is definitely a curse. Next encounter, Pisco demons, and they destroyed me yet again. You know, it's not even that they're just powerful. I mean, they're quick too. Like, they get turns in before I can even do anything, and it's just like you don't even really get a chance to run because boom, they're one-shotting my party, or maybe not one-shotting, but two-shotting my party, and whatever. Anyway, I want to be very careful here. I need to approach, let's see, this chest from the right. Wait, what? So I can't tell if that was supposed to be a forced encounter or not. The enemies didn't seem overly powerful, but there were some unique enemies there, so I can't tell. At this point, I've given up trying to figure out the forced encounters here. I just want to get to Lich, which is something I never thought I would actually say aloud. Yeah, at this point in the game, it really feels like everything is super deadly. I like get a little. My heart skips a beat anytime I run into a random encounter at this point. But we're almost off this floor. One more section there. Come on. Alright. We are finally on the 5th floor, and this is where Lich is. So, Pisco Demons, be damned. I am going to save my game right now. Alright. So, this is a floor where you don't want to get lost. You want to head straight north, and then there's eventually going to be a dead end with 2 turns. Ignore that one. Alright, so now we want to continue heading north, and then down and around. Save my game. So let's try that again. That wasn't Pisco Demons, that was a pair of trolls who came to get me that time. You know, I'm not one who believes in superstition, but it does seem like an odd coincidence that every time I save my game on screen, I run into enemies in the very next battle that proceed to destroy me. It's starting to seem like too much of a coincidence, for my liking, at least. Okay, I'm starting to think the superstition is real. Yet again, I got hit pretty hard there. This time it was mummies, who in theory shouldn't be that difficult, but, you know, yeah, when they can put you to sleep, it just changes the whole dynamic. But here we are finally at Lich, and, well, first thing we want to do is we want to heal up, because we're going to need it. Let's just go ahead and top everyone off there. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. And now we want to save the game because, well, this is it. I mean, this is the battle that we've been waiting for this entire time. And all this, the ship game, playing the ship game so much has all led to this. And we're not even at the class change yet. But anyway, let's get the battle started. Nope, Lich is not that circle, or that little ball. In fact, he is a massive, or she. I've heard Lich is a she. But nope, he says he. I don't know why someone said that Lich was a she, but it's definitely a he. And this is the one that we are going to be fighting, the Fiend of Earth. Now, there's a very, very, very good chance that this is going to take multiple attempts. I'm only going to show off the first failure if that happens. Every other failure from this point on will be cut out, and I will just show you the time when I finally succeed, assuming it happens before I go insane. Alright, so first thing you want to do, you want to use all the curtain items in your first turn. So I'm going to use I wonder if I can de-equip my character as well while I'm at it. Nope, I can't do that. I meant to. I want to remove that. So I'm going to have, Zidane use a white curtain, so I'm going to have Ramsay use a red curtain, and then I'm going to have Pinello use a blue curtain. So what makes Lich really dangerous, beyond the fact that he can hit pretty hard with his physical attacks, are his magic attacks, and he has access to all of the second tier spells, so Fira, Blizzara, and Thundara, and he always is going to use Blizzara first, and then he will proceed from there to use, I think, Fira and then Thundara from there. But he won't necessarily use that spell in the first turn. So you want to go ahead and set up your defense anyway, but regardless of when he uses it, the first spell will always be Blizzara. So that's really the most important thing you want to protect against. But he will use all of the elemental spells probably before we get a chance to finish him off. Now, let's see. I want to have Zidane I want to have Zidane attack, I believe. I'm going to have Ramza use a Hermes shoes on himself. I'm going to have Pinello use where is it? A Red Fang on Lich, and then I'm going to have Palom there use the other Hermes shoes on. Where is it? Do I have another? I thought I had a second Hermes shoes. I don't? Well, I should have been paying closer attention then. Oh, such is life. I'll have Ramza use a potion on Zidane then. I really should have been paying closer attention there. I thought I had 2 Hermes shoes. Otherwise, I would have done that different. I would have played that out differently. Oh, wait, no, I do have a second Hermes shoes. What am I? Man, I am not with it today. I thought I was with it, but apparently I'm not. But anyway, here we have him. Now, there's Blizzara. If I did not have a white curtain, that would have been basically game over. Thankfully, it is not. But I'm actually going to have Zidane use a Red Fang. I thought that he could do a little bit more damage than he could with that. So I'm going to have him use a Red Fang. I'm going to have you attack. And then I'm going to use Temper on Ramza. That's not good. Hopefully... well, there goes my primary form of offense this turn. That sucks. I guess it could be worse. Wow, that was really bad. Man, for some reason I thought he could hit harder than that. That was not good at all. Alright, so we're just going to be using Red Fangs the rest of the battle. I mean, there we go. Now he's hitting a little bit harder. But unfortunately now we're paralyzed, so, you know, we just can't catch a break right now. Alright, Ramza, you use a Red Fang. You attack. You heal Vivi. Not Vivi, Palom. Yeah, we need to finish this guy off as quickly as possible. We don't want him hanging around on us. And that's not good. But we're doing okay right now. I mean, for all of my mishaps and everything, we're not doing badly right now. Let's see. I want you to use another Red Fang. You keep going with the attack. And then, well, you don't really need to do anything. So let's have you also use a Red Fang. See if we can finish him off on this turn. And this is where having having no shock up helps us as well, because without that we'd be in much worse trouble there. Alright, so he should be about dead now. Hopefully that does it. That should be it. Yes, we got him. First time and everything. All of my awkward commentary aside, we actually killed him, and that's pretty hard to do, and that's why you really want to do the 15 puzzle, because if you don't, that becomes much more difficult. Much more difficult. Alright, so we're done with that. So now we can restore the Earth Crystal, and the best part about all this is that we don't even have to walk out of here. That you see that little teleporter, well, I guess I spoiled what it is already, but you see that brown thing at the top there that's shining? That's a teleporter, so we can just get right out of here. But after we see some cutscenes first. Such as at the Earth Gift Shrine. Lich disappearing all of a sudden. And if we wanted to, we could now visit an optional dungeon. Not going to do that. We're just going to leave right now. But eventually we will get to exploring the Earth Gift Shrine. But not right now. Whew. So we finally made it out. And yeah, we survived Lich. The first time and everything. I am as shocked as you are, viewers. Hopefully my commentary wasn't too awkward there. I know I was kind of choppy there, and I was kind of stuck at a few points. I was trying to make sure I was doing the right thing, and I obviously forgot I was using a Hermes sandals. I was so nervous about trying to beat him the first time that I kind of screwed that up. But we finally beat Lich, and that's about the hardest battle you are going to fight in this entire level 11 class change run. I mean, Obviously, the next couple of dungeons that we're going to be exploring are going to be really dangerous, and we're going to have a much harder time running away from random battles moving forward in terms of not dying. But the worst of it is over. So next time, I believe what we will do is... Let's see. Next time, we will be exploring one of the last two dungeons before we do our class change, the Cavern of Ice, which in the minds of many is the most dangerous dungeon in the game if the Marsh Cave is not. And for us, given our low levels, it probably will be the most dangerous dungeon for us. So, yeah, I'm going to head back to Melmont off screen, heal up, and then next time we will explore the Cavern of Ice. If we have enough time, I'll also explore the Citadel of Trials, and either next episode or 2 episodes from now, we'll finally be taking on the class change. Until then, this has been Marathon Hurler. I want to thank you as always for checking out my videos, and hopefully I will see you next time.